Okay, we're late, but always on time. Late, but always on time. Now, I think people are starting to get it now. Uh, what's up, Bear? I see you. Well, things are a little different, but no, they're moving forward with the lawsuit against Viacom for 1.5 billion. Nick Cannon and his team believes in their infinite wisdom that this is an unfair practice against them that's being, demonstrated by Viacom. Nick Cannon was the creator, founder, and the intellectual, all the ideas, the majority of everything comes from him. And well, that's what the show is worth. From 2015, Nick has generated 1.5 billion for Viacom. Well, I kind of figured they wasn't gonna push something like this, so it came as no shock. But it's typical of what I've been going through lately, so I get it. This video is actually starting on the new PC, but the new one is not. The webcam isn't set up yet, so I don't know if it's true. It wouldn't surprise me. But my thing is, it would be hard for Viacom to lose that lawsuit when they can feel that the actions that you displayed is detrimental. Right, it's detrimental to the company or the brand. So I haven't seen official paperwork, but everybody's throwing this around yet that it's happening, it's true, and some people say it's not true. It's not going to sue for 1.5 billion, but sometimes that they'll leak it out themselves and make their own rumors. You guys don't know how that's a thing. People and don't forget to hit the like button, folks. People will actually they would leak out fake information about themselves that they want out there, but they don't want it to come from them. Me and Tommy Sotomayor should do a one-on-one. I really don't even watch him, so I have nothing against him. I just don't really know too much really about him. Like I've seen him before. I've seen somebody send me a video saying that he said something about my name or something. Besides that, I've never seen him say my name or anything. But I know he's in Chicago for something. I know they'll come out and do a legal thing and say we're not suing for 1.5 billion dollars. That's like me saying putting out some article somewhere under a fake name talking about my ex girlfriend. Carcino's ex girlfriend has chlamydia. Next thing you know, the whole thing be flying around, and it comes to me, and I was like, Carcino's rep says that he does not know if his ex girlfriend has chlamydia or herpes or HPV or anything like that. Did not make those statements. What do you think that's going to do to her? Right? So his rep says it isn't true, but look what it's already doing. How many people have talked about this today? How many people have spoken on this today? A lot, quite a few. So you got all these people speaking about this situation, right? They might make an example out of them. Not at all. We had people on here doing live streams that were completely weirdos. One guy came in just to talk about Eminem. He was the weirdest guy probably ever. He just popped on in with some trolling questions, totally off topic of everything we were talking about. And I'm just like, who is this guy and what does he want? Yeah, and you said everybody hates Eminem album. They don't. It's number one in this country and that country and that country. Like, yeah, they bought it. Nobody's playing Eminem. What the hell is this dude talking about? I love that album. Then you go play it. Tell me one verse from the album. It's not about that. Exactly. Goodbye. Yeah, he's a real widow. I think he was. I don't even think he had a house. He was like in a hotel, living out of a hotel. Jeez, I know times is rough, but man, he's. I'm just not real, and this is a whole new video about Nick Cannon. I thought it was the Little C's video. Do you smoke or something? That video was done in a car. I'm in a house. Whatever you smoking on, you should sell it. Take it to BET. Well, see, that's the thing. When you sign these contracts, they might own the show as far as the title, the name, everything. They probably license. So when Nick said he owned it, that means he was the creator of the show and all the properties. But if you don't read the fine print of your contract, if you do something that is detrimental, it voids the contract, and the network would end up taking the show. It's probably in his contract, and I know it's in a Viacom contract. So that's probably where he lost his show. I'm telling you, you've seen this in the movie Wayne's World. Remember, Wayne got mad and they told him, "We own the show. We get to do what we want. We can fire you." So they fired Wayne from his own show. And he decided to launch a rebellion show in his own basement, rebelling against his own show. The network owned his show. So we've seen this in real in film. But the thing is, even though Wayne, you could own a piece of property, even though Viacom is the one that distributes it, they're the ones that's controlling it. And you still own your collective property as long as you don't violate terms of the contract where you have to have a certain lawyer in there who knows how to look through that verbiage to make sure that, you know, they're not taking it away from you. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, Mr. Winters. I get it to you. I'm glad they're going from one of my videos to another one of my videos instead of from going to my video and then jumping to somebody video I'm not even subscribed to. I'm be like, who the hell is this? Normally, I had to unsubscribe to. I was subscribed to the Joe Budden podcast, and I had to get rid of them just because of the simple fact that they send me every video of them. I'm like, dude, what in the world? Send me people that's in my realm of what I'm talking about. Okay, Tia, we saw that. That's what we were talking about. We were talking about how people send out fake messages. See, people will send out a fake message and say, "I'm suing," right? They'll put the fake message out there to the whole world and say, "I'm suing." And you know what would happen? It'll come from a whole nother place they can't even trace back where it started from. Where did this rumor go? But did everybody talk about it? Wasn't it talked about on all the mainstream media? So now, if it's talked about in all the mainstream media, everybody's going to be talking Viacom. That Nick should have had this. They can't do this to Nick. Then Nick and his team come out and say, "Hey, we didn't say we were suing anybody. We don't know where this came from." I'm just saying, people they do this, and then this is Hollywood. This is business. This is how things get done. This is how prices of certain businesses get. It gets driven down on the price. People sabotage certain things, say certain things because everybody promotes in fear. Oh, Kamala. Let me stop calling her Kamala for she locked me up. She never met a black guy she didn't like to lock up. Kamala. All right. I remember I saw one video of him, that Tommy guy. Um, isn't that the guy that something he said Vlad set him up to get beat up or something? Wasn't he on Vlad's show? Yeah, I know. I brought that up in my video, Mr. Winters. That's what I said. She named after her daddy's favorite wrestler. And to his dad, and to her dad's dismay, you know, I guess he never knew Kamala had never been to Uganda a day in his life. Rest in peace. Oh, so I don't know. I remember that. DJ Vlad set him up and all that, and people was going wild with that. Then I remember something of like a weird video he put up against Jill Scott. Like he was calling her all kind of black bees, and I saw that, and I ain't like that at all. I'm like, I don't like this video. So that's what I know of him. Just really them two incidents. Well, you said Tommy made a video about me. Hmm. Okay, pretty much, but let's be realistic. She is an Indian. She's more Indian than she is. She's more Indian than she is. Yeah, I just got my notification from the Star Report. Her dad is Indian and Jamaican somewhere. So I don't know. Now she's of all this Indian and Jamaican, and all of a sudden she's running for the Black Americans. It's weird. Real weird. I wasn't voting anyway. I was out. I didn't care who they had running. I mean, it's like the worst of two evils. Joe Biden told you that he's not going to be running the office. He did. He's like, I ain't going to be running this. I'm old. So you're going to be dealing with her. So black men beware. Y'all must didn't hear Biden's speech. I'm like, then I'm the only one that heard him say he's old, and he's like, I'm kind of old. I need somebody in there that's gonna be able to run the show. So he's basically hiring the help to run the whole White House. Believe me, nobody wants to be the president no more. I told you once they made Obama, once they gave Obama presidency, They don't want it no more. They don't want it no more. It don't mean anything. Obama was president in the worst. The country had never been in its worst shape when he walked through the doors. That's when they give it to us. That's when it don't mean anything anymore. They can have it. I don't. I report on the things they do, but I don't really have too much complaints because my vote wasn't gonna put them in or take them out. They already know who they gonna get in there. Trump ain't coming back. If Trump comes back, Trump didn't win the first time. He ain't gonna be able to run the same scam twice. So it's not gonna work. No, that video was about 8 months old, and they just dug it up and they used that to torpedo a lot of people's pages of social media. Um, John Legend's wife and a bunch of other celebrities are paying people to scrub their accounts, because she is a little out there too. That Christine Teague or whatever. Candace Owens is happy. If she was running, I'm voting. I'm jumping out I'm going to vote for anybody against her. I'm leading the campaign. No, Candace Owens. No, Candace Owens. Now, if I get out there, it's gonna be a whole new party. How am I the biggest Eminem hater? I was the biggest fan of Eminem. What are you talking about? I'm somebody who loves hip hop more than I love the artist. That's just it. Now, if the artist is doing something well, I tell you the artist is doing something well. If I tell you the artist is doing something bad, that don't make me a hater of the artist. You have to understand that. Eminem had a great run and he hit the wall. And once he hit the wall creatively, he had nowhere else to go. He was done. Then he started doing things in hip hop that he shouldn't have done. And he knew what was happening, but he really didn't care. And when you start going down that path, when people invited you and you're a guest in hip hop, and you basically turning your back on hip hop and won't stand with hip hop when certain things are happening in the industry or around the industry, you just keeping your mouth closed and just said, yo, I just stayed to myself. It's like, no, dog, you were a guest. So if you're invited in the house, you got to help protect that house. You don't leave the back door open for other people to come on in and start just destroying the game. And they're using you as the gas. They're using you as the catalyst for this. Miley Cyrus. No, Miley's already been around. She was in the Disney group. No, Macklemore's, the Post Malones, and other artists that kept coming through the door. They kept trying to find that white rapper they can push and give all the awards to and say, "Oh, they're just this great. That's why they won," and push them all along. So Macklemore just tried to be down, like, yo, I gotta give you a team. I don't understand. They saying you can't join in? That's crazy, Christian. I don't even know what's going on right now. I'm half sleepy, half wanting to completely do something at this moment. I'm trying to think who's gonna win, sleep or me going out and actually doing something. How we got too many people and you couldn't join and we've already got 2 spots open? I did remove a team so you can join. It's 2 teams removed. Yeah, shouts out to everybody that helped me out last night in my jam, in my time of need. Everybody hit me up on the Cash App. I'm exhausted, bro. Mm. All right, I'm gonna have to go over to IG and check that out. I haven't had time. I just saw somebody like a tire went like straight through the hood of their car. Man, I'm seeing too many car accidents. Oh, and Trenton. Yeah, man, it's crazy, Christian. Man, I'm seeing too many car accidents and people gone from them. I'm like, man, this could be a crazy foreshadow. Yep. All right, man, I'm gonna get out of here.